Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this actually relates to my last video. I was talking about how to create a boot drive for Windows 10. So what happens is you'll actually want to, sometimes you need to format it, sometimes you need to get your stuff out. So today I'm actually going to be talking about file types and what each operating system runs on. So mainly today I'm going to be talking about Windows and Mac. I know there is Linux and there's other operating softwares, but right now I'm just going to be focusing strictly on Mac and Windows. So first, I'll show you kind of what Windows offers because we are on a Windows computer. So if you've been watching my other videos, I've created a link to this PC. You can get to it from File Explorer, or you can just click this one right here. So I've already booted a flash drive. I've already put a flash drive in. It's going to be this one right here, A. So if I click in it, this is all my flash drive backup stuff. But let's say I want to format. I want to get rid of everything. So I'll click Format. Now, right now it's running exFAT. The way to tell which format it's running, if you click Properties, it'll actually tell you. So yeah, right now it's the exFAT format and it's about a 32 gigabyte flash drive. So if I want to format, I have three options. One is NTFS. Now this is what Windows runs on. If you use NTFS, you can put it into a Mac computer. The Mac can read files off of it, but it cannot write files onto it. So let's say I have a Word document. I can copy the Word document onto my Mac, but I can't delete anything off that drive, or I can't put a Word document from the Mac onto the flash drive. So that makes it kind of difficult. Same thing with Mac. Mac uses HFS format. So instead of NTFS, it's HFS, and that's what it runs off of. And that's vice versa. So if I have an HFS hard drive and I plug it in here, I can read off of it from Windows, but I can't change it in any form, or I can't put anything onto it. The only way I could is if I formatted it again. So even if it was HFS, I could still format it. I would just lose everything off of it. So you could actually format an HFS through here by using disk utility or doing it my way. Now, you're asking, is there any way to use both on Mac and on Windows without encountering this problem? Yes, there is. You can use FAT32. Now, it's a different type of file format. So what this actually lets you do is you can use it on both Mac and Windows. The only problem with this is, let's say you have a movie you want to transfer. It's a 4 gigabyte, 5 gigabyte movie. FAT32 is limited to 4 gigabytes or less of a single file. So you can move 32 gigabytes as long as all the files are tiny, less than 4 gigabytes. But if you want to move an entire movie, it's just one big file, it's going to be more than 4 gigabytes. So in this sense, FAT32 doesn't help out as much, but it can work on both, so that's the good thing. If you want something to do with more than 4 gigabytes, you're going to be running into exFAT. This works on both. It works on files bigger than 4 gigabytes, so this is kind of your all-around solution. The other thing you'll want to take in account is default allocation size. So this shows you, so basically flash drives are, the 32 gigabytes are actually loaded in blocks. So there's going to be, so out of the, let's assume that this is all 32 gigabytes, this whole line, right? So it's going to be blocks. So this is maybe 1/10 of it, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, all the way, making up into a whole 10 out of 10. What the default allocation size does is it decreases the size of those blocks or makes it bigger. So I could have maybe 1 out of 20, I could have 1 out of 50, things like that. So if I format it, the lower my size is, the slower things will transfer onto the flash drive, but the better space allocation will be used. So let's say I have a 4 gigabyte flash, or let's say I have a 4 gigabyte and I want to put it on. If I go with the smaller one, it'll allocate it a lot better and it'll use up less blocks, so it won't use up as much memory, but it will be slower to transfer in the long run. So you can kind of play around and see which one's better, because if you have lots of small files, maybe this is the best way to go. But if you have big files, maybe something like that. But that is quite big. That's about 32. That's going to be really big blocks, and it'll actually use up a lot more space than you want it to. And then you can just do a quick format. If you're afraid that someone's going to be able to go into your hard drive and look at stuff, you can unclick that and then start. It'll do a full format, but it will take a lot longer because it has to delete everything. So guys, that basically takes care of all the formats and things you can do. on a computer and how they work related to other computers and other operating systems. If you guys have any other questions, put it in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Like and subscribe if this video helped you out, if you were wondering what formats are the best to use, and I will see you guys on the next video.